back, family team. Before the video starts, I just want to thank all my channel members for the support. You wouldn't survive a minute on this planet. Point of view, your spaceship crashes on a planet with no land, just ocean hundreds feet deep. Okay.
Right off the bat, if this were to happen, you guys already know, you'd be screwed. You would die, you're drowning, there's nothing you can do.
Definitely.
This video was sent to me through Instagram DM. It says, POV, your spaceship crashes on a planet with no land, just oceans hundreds of feet deep. We then get corresponding images and videos showing endless, vast oceans. Now, it wasn't specified in the video, but I'm going to assume the planet that they're talking about is either Kepler 138c or Kepler 138d, because there's not many options. And if that is the case, the oceans aren't the same as they would be here on Earth, and it's not hundreds of feet deep. That's cute. Instead, it's presumably hundreds of miles deep. In fact, 1,200 miles deep is what the ocean is presumed to be on Kepler 138d and c. It's also insanely hot here on the planet, so the entire outer layer is water vapor. So you're not splashing down like you would into an ocean here on Earth. You're splashing down into high pressure water that's hundreds of degrees. You're dying regardless. Wow. Also, to put this in perspective, in case you didn't catch it, people love to glaze the Marianas Trench. It's only around 7 miles deep. We're talking oceans on average 1,200 miles deep. That is deeper than most countries are wide.
You don't use your phone. It uses you. Every time you pick it up, you think it's your choice, but you didn't even realize you reached for it.
True.
You just did. Every swipe, every second you stare, it learns you. What keeps you watching, what makes you feel something, and you keep it close, pressed to your ear, against your body, next to you when you sleep. Always on, always connected, constantly transmitting, right through you. And you don't question it. You just keep coming back, again and again. Because it knows exactly how to keep you, right where it wants you. Watching, scrolling, waiting, and you still think you're in control.
You're already in.
That's also probably why in today's generation we complain about how time seems to move fast. It's not necessarily time moving faster, it's more of the concept that the screens that we're looking at, for example, like us watching TV or being on our phones, is stealing a lot of our time, so it feels like it's going super fast. Like, I know people with like 12, 13, 14 hours screen times. Body cam footage from the University of Iowa's Alpha Delta Phi fraternity house hazing ritual case is circulating online.
This is a police department. This stops here.
What the hell?
Who's in charge?
We're upstairs.
How about we start cleaning this up. Everyone take their blindfolds off. I've already given multiple commands to clear the room and get out of here, but no one's moving. Apparently they're taking this pretty serious.
Yes.
You in charge?
You said
Still haven't found out who's in charge?
no one asked for house, Dad.
Where's he at?
Summit. Working at Summit.
Later in the video, I actually have more of a recording of what happened in this scenario. It's always weird to me because I have some friends that are in frats, and like I know some girls that are in sororities and stuff, and dude, they do some of the weirdest dude. I'm like, bro, fraternities are so weird to me because it's like a bunch of people trying to convince other people to be their friends. Like, craziest unsolved mystery.
How has the FBI not solved this mystery? So the night before Thanksgiving in 1971, a man called Dan Cooper boarded a plane like any normal passenger. Mid-flight, he calmly handed a note to a flight attendant. The note said he had it bombed. His demands? $200,000 in cash and 4 parachutes. When the plane landed in Seattle, the the 36 passengers were released in exchange for the money. Then Cooper gave one final order: fly to Reno, Nevada. During the flight, he demanded that the crew all go into the cockpit. When the plane landed, Cooper was gone. Somewhere in the dark sky between Seattle and Nevada, he lowered the rear stairway and jumped. He completely vanished. In fact, over 800 suspects have been investigated, but not a single one has been proven to be him. Which makes me wonder one thing.
We talk about celebrity clones a lot. How about LeBron James watching LeBron James? Just check this out here. Stay with me. Here's LeBron James right here. And then who's this dude? That guy right there. That's also LeBron James. LeBron James right there. Plain as day. Just have a look one more time. Look at this. Look. That's LeBron James. That's also LeBron James. They're both LeBron James. Now you can slap me silly and call me a conspiracy theorist, but this dude has Illuminati puppet written all over him. I mean, where does this hand signal look familiar to you guys? Oh, is it because all of these celebrity puppets use this hand signal? It's hand sign that is linked to devil worship, that is linked to the elites. People that have sold their soul for riches and fame. But again, guys, this is all just one big conspiracy. Nothing to see here. Entertainment purposes only, of course. This couldn't be a clone. There's no way. They would not do that. Not possible. Nope. See you later. Peace and love.
What he did will actually make you sick.
This is the most evil man on the entire earth. This guy is Mark Detroit, and what he did is one of the craziest things you will ever hear. Mark and his wife Michelle lived in Belgium and were both involved in the acts committed. Mark would buy multiple properties. He owned lots of properties in Belgium, and he would use each one as a dungeon. He would go out to the streets, find willing people, bring them back, lock them up here, and do things that I can't even speak about on here. Underneath the homes, he built soundproof chambers so no one could hear the screaming or noises of what was going on, and went on to take many people, putting them under the ground in these chambers and doing the completely unthinkable. He eventually did get caught for the R of over 5 young people, but then was released after just 2 years and went straight back to doing the exact same thing again. When he got out, though, it got worse because this time he decided he wasn't going to keep anybody alive. He would do the act and then would take them. His own mother even called the cops on him saying what he was doing, but they did not believe him and didn't do anything. They even went round to the house but couldn't hear anything because there's a soundproof chamber. Not long later, Michelle, his wife, was actually arrested and did confess to the police, leading them back to the house where they found what was going on, where all of these photos were then captured and he was subsequently arrested.
Part 1. LeBron James' time is almost up. All of his wicked deeds will be exposed in front of the world, and this is why he does not want to retire, but he has no choice now. I want to make sure I'm subjectively clear. I do not care if you're from Akron. I do not care in general if you're from Ohio. We no longer can afford to protect these Satanist liars, because that's exactly what they are. The elite ruling class got to LeBron in the 9th and 10th grade. By the 12th grade year, he already made a deal with Lucifer. Remember, they was calling him the chosen one in high school. Y'all remember that? They've been grooming him for years to accept a certain lifestyle. When he made that deal with Nike and that lifetime deal with Nike, they already established that with him years ago. They just decided now to make it public. Make no mistake about it. LeBron is a Luciferian occultist. His mentors are Jay-Z and Diddy. They was the main one bringing him into the game. And perhaps you ain't seen them together, so let me show you. Look at what we have here. You see how young he looks, right? Through the Spirit of the Most High, he has given me true revelation of what's getting ready to happen to Bron. And really, all of them, but specifically him in the state of Ohio as well, because he's connected to the X-trafficking, especially in Ohio. Let's see more. We certainly see what's going on with Diddy. You've been paying attention, right? You think for 1 second that LeBron is not? So with pictures like these all over the internet, what pictures do they have of him being at that party? Or what videos do they have of him at that party? And why was he excluded from the island list. The magical island. Y'all know exactly what I'm talking about.
This is the unbelievable thing, man. Like we all, hey, everybody know ain't no party like a Diddy party, so. Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah.
Bron is a part of the Boule fraternity, which you see right here. He's also a part of the Prince Hall Freeman, which you see the symbol right here. That tattoo that he has on his chest, that's not his actual brand logo. He's paying homage to the Boule Sphinx that you see in the picture. That's a Sphinx that's tatted on his chest. The Boule is melanated males only. You only get invited to be a part of the society. Both of these societies are highly satanic. You'll
might be one of the most brutal things that ever happened in sports. During a figure skating championship in 2007, Jessica Dubé and her partner Bryce Davison were performing a side-by-side spin when a split-second mistake turned terrifying. As they rotated at full speed, Davison's skate blade accidentally struck Jessica in the face, causing a deep cut and heavy bleeding that stopped the arena cold. The routine ended instantly as medical staff rushed onto the ice, and she later required dozens of stitches. Remarkably, the injury wasn't career-ending. Jessica recovered and returned to competition, making the moment one of figure skating's most shocking but resilient comebacks in modern sports history.
Dude, when I first seen that, for some reason I thought the skate slit her throat. Oh my goodness. I mean, luckily she survived and she wasn't really hurt drastically. Yo, that was so cringy. I feel like there was just a time period in life where Miley Cyrus was just on like this psychotic rant, like a psychotic run for some reason.
It is, when I tell you, the most horrendous, disgusting. It smelled like sewer water in a bottle. It's actually about 13. We were looking for a record deal, and I sat in Puff's office. I sang Mary J. Blige's Reminisce. First time I met Biggie. It was just the most surreal moment. And here's the funny thing. He's sitting at the desk, we're in the office, and he pulls out this cologne, and he's like, I want you to smell this and tell me what you think. So I'm sitting there with my attorney and my mom. You know, he's like, yeah, smell this cologne, let me know what you think. I'm like, oh, this is horrible. What is this? My mom and my attorney were mortified, like, oh, she just lost the deal. I can't believe it. And it turns out Puff started dying laughing. He's like, I just wanted to see if you want to keep it real. He did it on purpose. It was a test. Yeah.
I love that.
How crazy is that?
That's
and he
amazing.
actually did offer a deal. So
Katy Perry accidentally shows her clone.
Your sister, Katie?
What the hell?
That's my mom.
that's your mom?
Hold on, we gotta get a side by side. Oh my goodness. That is scary.
She's the first. She's the prototype.
That's crazy. They pretty much look the exact same. Like, it's not even similar. It's like the exact copy.
You go to that island.
What are you pushing into the skin?
Well, you push in whatever the facialist would like to insert into your pores.
But what is it?
It is an extraction from a piece of skin that came from a young person far, far away, and they somehow figured out how to extract.
It's foreskin from a Korean baby.
Yeah, man, I don't know what it is about Ellen, but sometimes I just feel like I just get a really weird vibe from her. And she's just like never remorseful. Like, she just said it like it's just normal. Like, that's not something that people just normally do.
That aliens are real. Have you seen any evidence of non-human visitors to Earth?
Well, he gave classified information. He's not supposed to be doing that. You know?
So aliens are real?
Well, I don't know if they're real or not. I can tell you he gave classified information. He's not supposed to be doing that. He made a big mistake. He took it out of classified information. No, I don't have an opinion on it. I never talk about it. A lot of people do. A lot of people believe it. Do you believe it, Peter?
Well, if the president can declassify anything that he wants to,
well,
so if you want to make an announcement.
I may get him out of trouble by declassifying.
Yeah, there's this video of Obama going around of him claiming that aliens are here and that he's never seen them and he doesn't know where they're located, which I believe is a lie, by the way. I feel like we've kind of known this, but like he just kind of confirmed it.
know you just acquired the Ring camera?
Yeah.
Did you see the dark cover?
know!
You are part of the program.
I know.
The Super Bowl dropped the craziest ad on that.
Pets are family, but every year, 10 million go missing. And the way we look for them hasn't changed in years. Until now. One post of a dog's photo in the Ring app starts outdoor cameras looking for a match. Search Party from Ring uses AI to help families find lost dogs. Since launch, more than a dog a day has been reunited with their family. Be a hero in your neighborhood with Search Party. Available to everyone for free right now.
Literally the next day after I got my Ring camera, I found out all about this shit happening.
It makes so much sense. Like, how would you get people to show you what they're around? And if you randomly put cameras, people are gonna find out. Like, oh, why are you putting cameras up? But you're putting up the cameras beside your door.
For security.
Yeah, I think they said, like, your dog can find it through AI now and we'll send out search parties. Like, let's be real, bro. That search party is gonna be like, okay, we can now monitor where you are.
Yo, so what's really scary is I've heard they've already used Ring camera footage.
Oh, and what?
To find criminals that they're looking for on the run.
Really?
Yeah, not because the owner gave access to the Ring camera, but because the Ring camera picked up someone's face that was recognizable to the system.
Shit.
And boom, they knew where he was, sent the police over and got him. And it's being used right now, theoretically, to, I don't even want to say it's too political.
Okay. I saw a stat where it's like 10 million people have this Ring camera on their doorstep. So soon, every single inch of the community, they'll have it.
I feel like Ring has been doing that for a while now. It's just that now they finally was just like, yeah guys, we can track your dog if they go missing. Like, I feel like it goes way deeper than that. Like, if the government really wanted to find a person's face through the Ring camera and know where they were at what time, they could easily do that. But I feel like now they just truly made it public.
I just want to let you know that your car light is on.
Hi, you are currently being recorded.
This is why you should always have a doorbell camera. This creepy video comes out of Phoenix, Arizona. And according to the family, this person came up to their door to warn them about their car light being left on, while someone else was lurking in the background. But after they eventually left, she checked her car and there was no light on. So she posted it to warn others in her neighborhood. But this next video is even more terrifying, and it comes from Della D, I'll tag her below. And she was awoken at 4 in the morning by a Ring notification. And this is what happened. Take a look.
At 4:16 a.m. a random woman walks up to my doorway acting strangely. She starts looking inside my glass door, then does this.
Yeah, I don't know. That's probably just a drug head, bro. Because, like, what is she doing?
Alright, going randonauting. And it took us to this shady park in the middle of nowhere, so let's see what we find. All we see so far is, like, trees.
Yo, did you see that?
I think we have to go over this bridge.
It was behind the tree.
Down there. What the fuck?
What?
Oh, what the fuck? Should we keep going? What the fuck? Oh my god, is she following us?
Oh! Dude, I'm not gonna lie, that actually got me because, oh my god, bro. That was like such a jump scare.
A girl was sitting on a subway late at night when she noticed the woman sitting across from her was staring at her intently. The woman was sitting between two old men. The girl kept looking away, but the woman wouldn't break eye contact with her. The stare was beginning to freak the girl out. At the next stop, a new passenger got on, and it was a tall man wearing a trench coat. He then sat down next to the girl, and the woman paid no attention to the man in the trench coat. And she just kept looking at the girl, who was getting more and more creeped out as time went on. The two men didn't even glance in her direction. She pretended not to notice, but every time she glanced at the strange woman, the stare continued. When the train was pulling into the next stop, the man in the trench coat got up to leave, but suddenly he grabbed the girl's arm tightly, and as the doors opened, he dragged her off the train. The doors shut and the subway pulled off, leaving the girl alone with the man in the trench coat. She started screaming out loud, begging for help, but the man in the trench coat then said, "Calm down, I just saved your life. I didn't mean to scare you, but I had to get you off that train." The woman sitting opposite of you was dead, and the two men beside her were holding up her body.
Wow.
This is a photo of Eyeless Jack, who was taken by a boy who was once his friend and terrified to find this creature in his room. This urban legend was created in 2011. A boy named Jason was living a very normal life until strange things started happening to him. He started hearing noises at night, he noticed things moving on their own. He couldn't shake this feeling that he was being watched. But the worst part came when Jackson woke up one night to hear heavy breathing around his room. The sound was so close, but when he opened his eyes, nobody was there. But then he saw it in the corner of his room. When he looked a little closer, he noticed that the man had no eyes, just hollow black sockets staring back at him. The figure didn't move all night. It didn't need to. The next morning, Jason woke up and his kidney was gone. Eyeless Jack didn't kill Jason, but he took what he needed and he left.
Wow.
Jason wasn't the first, and he sure won't be the last. And if you ever feel like you hear something watching you at night, don't turn your back, because it could be him. Now, of course, this is obviously just a creepypasta, just a scary story. I just want to make sure you can go to sleep tonight, unless you want to stay up watching my longer videos.
This video is just as creepy as the sound.
This one here. Last words of Satanist before death.
Of Satanist before death. Aleister Crowley. I am perplexed. Anton Lavey. Oh my, what have I done? There is something very wrong. David Hume. I am in flames.
Damn.
Voltaire. I am abandoned by God, and man, I will give you half of what I am worth if you give me 6 months of life. Sir Francis Newport. Oh, that fire. Oh, the insufferable pangs of hell. Thomas Paine. Stay with me for God's sake. I can't bear to be left alone. Oh, Lord, help me.
Have you noticed how we've not built any new cemeteries? Like any city, town you go to, they still have the same cemeteries they've had for hundreds of years. And people pass away all the time, yet these cemeteries never seem to fill up. There are always open plots of land where you can bury someone. So where are the bodies? Where are they going? What's happening to them? I've got this interesting theory that I've heard. Now, in the 1970s, there was this movie called Soylent Green. Now, Soylent Green was this movie starring Charlton Heston, and it was about this futuristic city in which the world had become overpopulated. They had destroyed the oceans, they had destroyed the earth, and times were really rough. And none of the people in this city could afford to buy any groceries. They couldn't afford just the normal things we get every day at the store. So, in order to keep them from starving, they were sold this very cheap stuff that was made in the factory. It was like a squared cracker or ration, and it was called Soylent Green, or yellow or red. And the people, because they were hungry, because they were starving, they would protest like every day. They would go out into the streets and have these huge protests. But these trucks would come around, and they would pick them up and take them away. And all these people were like disappearing. So Charlton Heston's character, who is this detective, he starts investigating this mysterious case, which leads him to the factory where they make this Soylent Green. And what he discovers is that the Soylent Green is made from humans. And when you kind of look around now, right, the same things are happening that happened in that movie, right? We are slowly destroying the oceans, the earth. Groceries have become unaffordable. They are now a luxury to most. And you wonder, the foods that we're getting that are so cheap that we're able to afford to buy, the only stuff that we can eat, what is it made of? Now, I'm curious what you think. Why do you think we are not building any new cemeteries?
There have been talks about the elites eating humans, McDonald's finding human DNA in their meat. So that is always interesting.
Y'all, what in the hell is this? I said hell because it looked like something from hell. Look closely, y'all. It looked like bodies on it, right? This joint looked like something straight out of Stranger Things. And this is in California, y'all. California, in the desert. This look like the gateway to hell.
Facts.
I think they said this is in Joshua Tree in California. Correct me if I'm wrong. But this is a place I wouldn't want to be. I wouldn't want to be nowhere near this junk right here. I rebuke. Now, people that's around that area said they don't know when or how that got there. So my question is, do anybody know when and how that got there? And if an artist took his time to make this and build it over here and install it, you're weird.
Would you adopt him?
You know what I'm saying? He probably just went through something super traumatic. It kind of gives like Uncanny Valley vibes.
Okay, I'm sure this is nothing, but how many times do celebrities have to make jokes like this before we start to wonder if maybe they're not joking? And how many times do we have to see the symbolism and the weird stuff at the concerts and venues and all this stuff people are calling rituals? Is something actually going on here? Check this out.
It took me to my adult years or leaving home where I could really try on something different for myself. That was Satanism. It's working out really well.
The audience laughs. Is he joking?
We made a pact. The movie came out so well.
I'll also note that while the audience laughed, he didn't laugh. In fact, he looked pretty serious. But I'm sure this is, like I said, absolutely nothing. We should love these celebrities. You know what's interesting? Back in the day, we used to look up to the stars for guidance, and now they give us stars, Hollywood stars, and people are guided by them. But I hope that all of you watching don't look up to celebrities and instead look up to the creator of this realm that we're in right now, which they try to hide from us.
Does anyone want to be forthcoming on what's going on? Anyone? Because you got to see it from my perspective. What the did I just walk into?
Police and firefighters responded to the Alpha Delta Phi fraternity house after a fire alarm went off.
Pretty good, how are you? Good. Hey guys, what's going on here? What's going on?
While downstairs checking the fire alarm, officers stumble upon a fraternity hazing situation.
Sam Hells. Yeah, I'll definitely need 133 here. This is the alarm here. All right, who's in charge? Hey, this stops here, guys. This is a police department. This stops here. Who's in charge? They're upstairs. How about we start cleaning this up. Everyone take their blindfolds off.
Yeah, it's like what we talked about earlier in the video. That's like more footage of it. Dude, I could not fathom the whole fraternity hazing garbage, bro, because it literally just makes no sense to my brain. Just a bunch of like, it's just such a waste of time, and like, it's not like anything beneficial. Like, you're not gonna look back at it 5-10 years from now and be like, damn, I really enjoyed hazing in college. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not gonna look back and be like, that was so useful of my time and my life and my energy.
I seen something really messed up in the Jeffrey Epstein files. They found a file talking about them cloning celebrities so that they can do things to the version of that celebrity that they wanted.
Wait, what?
Yeah, so they were investing billions into cloning and trying to clone celebrities, specifically Britney Spears at the time, so that they could do things to a version of that clone. In the files, it stated that this clone might be like years old today if the clone is still alive.
Holy
and
smokes.
is pretty much like Britney Spears' clone.
Yeah.
I'm sure in their head they think like cloning it, okay, boom, expendable.
And where do the bodies go after? Do you see that too with the trapdoor into the
Yeah,
ocean?
literally in that one picture, it shows in the bottom floor, it goes straight to the depths of the ocean.
They talked to a whale.
Scientists just had a 20-minute conversation with a whale using AI, and the whale actually just talked back. Wow. Dude, this is obviously about to sound fake right now, but this is completely real. So a team of researchers from UC Davis and the SETI Institute, which by the way is the same exact people who search for alien life, just dropped an underwater speaker off of the coast of Alaska. They played a recorded humpback whale contact call into the ocean, and a whale that they named Twain swam up to their boat and started responding. They're saying that for 20 straight minutes, Twain circled the boat and matched every single call that they played, timing her responses to the exact intervals between each signal. They say that she wasn't just making noises to respond back, she was actually matching the rhythm of the conversation. The lead researcher on this entire thing right now just said that this is the first official exchange between humans and humpback whales in the humpback's own language. Okay. And by the way, the reason why SETI is involved right now is because they're using whale communication to build intelligence filters, which is basically going to be training AI to recognize intelligent conversations so that if we ever pick up a signal from space, we'll know if something is actually trying to talk to us. We literally just talked to a whale.
Yeah, man, that is crazy. There have been rumors that eventually AI is going to be so advanced to the point where we can understand what our dogs and cats are saying to us, which is absolutely insane. So, like I'm saying, AI is either going to be here to benefit us or take over. But I personally think we're going to merge with them and we're going to become like one big, beautiful species, hopefully.